Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield. You're listening to my podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Many of you know I'm a national speaker, trainer, and coach. I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking for your non-listening audience, presentation skills for the professional, and how to deal with the media and win. I also work in crisis communication. I've got a number of new presentations. If you'll go to my website, you'll be able to see them there. If your organization has an upcoming conference and you need a keynote speaker, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. I'd love to be a part. I've got a number of books on the market. My best-selling book, Speak Without Fear. My latest book, Perfecting Your Platform, are both on Amazon and Audible. My series, Encouragement for Your Life, is a compilation of these podcasts, and they're also available on Amazon, volumes 1 through 3. Just go to Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, and all my books will appear. I've got a great show today, one I've wanted to share for a time, and I've called it this: Hey friend, don't stop dreaming just because you had a nightmare. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending these next few minutes with me. Let's get started with today's show. I know it's an unusual headline, don't stop dreaming just because you had a nightmare. But friend, there is nothing so sad in life as someone who has given up on their dreams because of a nightmare someone else put them through at some point in their life. And the damage seems to have doused their future for the rest of their life. Due to the lingering pain or agony of memories or the visual reminder of the scars that people carry, I found that many good people choose to just drift along for the rest of their life. They just plod along, remembering, retelling, and reliving their past, instead of putting their oars in the water and rowing in the direction of their now faded dreams. These good people are choosing to allow the pain of their past dictate the rest of their lives. Yes, I said choosing, because really that's what it is. Because no sane person would allow any nightmare, no matter how many monsters were under the bed, to have the final say in their life while they still have breath. Now, someone who has a hint of a dream still in their memory might fight to finish, to create, so they end on their own terms. But friend, that only happens if you take my advice. Never stop dreaming because you had a nightmare. We all know people who have lived through the nightmare of a bad marriage, or truly suffered at the hands of an unhinged boss, or who were betrayed by a friend or family member. But it's wise to remember that those damaged people, the partner, the boss, the friend, feverishly worked overtime to extinguish the flame you once had in your life. Why? Well, unfortunately, nobody knows why they did it. So it stands to reason that small-minded, jealous people hurt other people. Not to excuse their behavior, but without a doubt, they were not who you thought they were, or they changed due to jealousy, anger, maybe sickness. And you can't fix that, friends. And you can't fix them. So why allow them to continue in your amazing life? That being said, never underestimate what you can control in your life. And that's how you react to a situation you find yourself in today or did at one point in your life. Hear me. Friend, don't stop dreaming just because you had a nightmare of a life. Don't let them win. Don't give up. Don't give in. Wake up, push past the pain, and start again. Why? Well, let me turn that around and ask, why not? Really, why are you not living the dream that you once had? In many cases, you are now free of the jerk who made your life so miserable. So now what's holding you back? Memories? You can make new and better ones. Feelings of responsibility? Aw, man, for goodness sake, stop it. Stop allowing yourself to be tethered to your past. It's in the past, so leave it there. Financial worries? Friend, you will come to realize that there is not enough money in the world that will fix some situations. And then you'll still die broke. I wish I could make you realize that with freedom comes rest. Will it be easy? It might, if you have a good attorney. Or for many, it's just the relief of not having to listen to or be around a constantly condemning attitude. I gotta say, to me, that would be freedom enough. The problem with losing your dreams is that life then becomes a duty. Sure, you might have a day of occasional joy, but for the most part, it's just going to be one day after another with nothing to look forward to. And friend, that's not why you were put on this earth, to merely exist without joy, gladness, or delight. On your worst day, you know that that is not true. Why? Because deep down inside, if you really were honest, you would admit you were made for more. And if you're not experiencing it personally, I'm sure you see this kind of unhappy situation within your network. And without a doubt, you've said to yourself that your friends would be better off alone than being with someone who makes them feel so alone. Or you have friends and family who are counting the days until the kids are out of school so they can leave their job and their personal situation and feel free enough to move on and start over. I can remember a long time ago having breakfast with some friends, and one in particular told us the exact number of days until her child would graduate from high school, then the time it would take to move out of the house and on with her divorce attorney. She had it planned down to the day. I just got to tell you, we were stunned into silence at the table. We never realized her situation. Wow. If you were to ask me, that's not a great way to live. Only you know what you can do or feel that is appropriate for you to do. But friend, let me remind you that the dream of writing the great American novel or screenplay or traveling abroad or learning to scuba dive is most likely not out of reach with the right planning and savings. And remember, not all dreams are big, expensive options. Hey, for many people, a good book, a great meal, a walk in the woods, or volunteering is enough to keep their dreams of being alive since they're a person of value. Hey, the problem comes when, due to the nightmare of the past or present, there is no respite or rest for the weary, or even an ability to think of a plan of escape. Dreams, hopes, and possibilities are the tonic for the weary soul to be sustained through the hard times and flourish when the time is right. Friend, don't just let the nightmares of your past due to the actions of others ruin your dreams. Why? Because it's not fair to you. And deep down inside, you know that to be true. I've loved this quote for years. My past has not defined me, destroyed me, deterred me, or defeated me. It has only strengthened me. No matter what dream you set aside in the past, for whatever reason you had at that time, you might want to consider that now is the time to pick it up and begin again. Use the strength you still have and the strength you built through the years to make a better life for yourself as you're rolling to the end. Friend, don't let your past mistakes caused by you or others define who you are or who you want to be. Not today, not tomorrow, and frankly, not ever. Remember, every day has a new beginning, a new blessing, and a new hope. And it's your job, dear listener, to find it. Today's a new day for you to dust off your dreams, the ones that you had when you were younger, but you put aside for whatever reason. Because if you're still thinking about it, I think now's the time to bring them into the light of the current situation, no matter what it is. And let's see what can be done to create a future that is yours for the taking. Dear listener, hear me. Don't stop dreaming just because you had a nightmare. Wake up and rework your dreams for the future. All right, I know, tough love. That's a hard one because so many people have been, how would I say it? You're like scared so much that you're unwilling to go back into the past and once again hope and dream and think about that great opportunity you had. Maybe is not the same, but something close would be good enough. Sometimes good enough is all you've got. All right. Friend, I'm going to walk alongside you. You don't have to do this alone. And I hope you'll join me next week so we can continue our journey together as we talk about you finding your way to a better life. And remember, I don't care what the world says. I want you to know that I care about you. I care about you because I think you can do big things. And I don't think you need to let your past dictate your future. And I don't want you to stop dreaming just because you had a nightmare. The morning will come, a new day will dawn, and you can begin again. All right, friends, I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending this time with me. Join me next week, and let's keep moving forward.